Hey everyone, this is Lee with Mantis Mechanics, and do you want more power in your strikes? Of course you do. Stay tuned for my quick tip right now. So my tip today is going to be on rotation. There's a big mistake that a lot of beginners make when trying to generate power. So they may push off this back leg and their hips may rotate, but they throw their punch in a straight line and they continue pushing this way. So what ends up happening is I end up lunging forward and this puts me off balance. So when you're off balance, you lose power. So we always want to keep power. So my tip to you today is think about this opposite hip. So let me show you what I'm talking about. When I punch, if I think about pushing off this leg, and now you can see the weight transfers to this leg, but I am overextended and I'm off balance. So not only is my punch not going to be very powerful, but also I'm exposed to getting swept, getting thrown, those sort of things. I'm not going to be able to keep my balance as well. So what I'm going to do, instead of focus on pushing this hip, I'm going to think about pulling this hip back. So as I punch, I'm pushing off this right leg, but I'm thinking about pulling this left hip back. And now you can see I'm keeping my balance. I'm not falling off, I'm not lunging. My weight doesn't go forward like this. My weight stays centered. Now, an extra tip. As you do this, imagine yourself as a screw. As you turn, you're screwing yourself into the ground, so you're going down. So as I get this rotational force, as I punch, I think about this hip going back, but also I'm sinking down. You see that? And just like a screw, right? You screw it in, it goes down. This is going to give you a ton of power into your strikes. And it doesn't have to be off the right foot. It can be off the left foot too. So when I do this, again, if I'm pushing with this hip, if I'm punching with this hip, I'm thinking about this hip going back. And then as I do that, I can sink a little bit. Really screw myself into the ground. This is called creating root in Chinese martial arts, but in boxing they call this sitting into your punches as well. And it develops a ton of power. Let me know what you think of this tip in the comments below, and we'll see you next time here on Mantis Mechanics.